of them?
If you don't mind, I'll send her out and let her come with you guys.
All right, let me see. Hey, oh, you got the window down? No, you don't.
All right, I'll tell her.
Okay, Hailie wants to ride with us. Hailie.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
You tell her what I was doing.
Yeah, I told her what you were doing. You told her I was emptying my pea joke. Yeah, no, I didn't tell her that. I told her there was a whole bunch of butterflies down here and you was getting a video of them.
I walked in the middle of them.
Yeah, look at that big orange
Oh,
one.
that wasn't there when I
There was,
there.
no, there was one there.
Was there?
Yeah, that's the second one.
Oh. We're going to hit a big bump, honey. I can't help it.
I know.
Trying to miss it like on Stradaway. I guess I did, huh?
Must have. Yeah, Hailie said she'll come up and distract Carl. So we can spend time with
Oh,
Heather.
yeah. You ought to take the advantage of the time right now. Tell Heather, give her a call, and say, hey, Hailie stopped us going down the driveway. What's the matter?
Oh, I surprised her. It tickled her,
Oh, okay.
I think. We're going to have pokeberries right there.
Oh, yeah.
What's them other things?
I don't know what them are.
Hey, we got to
You?
find out.
Do you know what them are?
No, I don't. We got to find out, honey. Whoops.
I'll walk over there.
Here.
Oops. I'm going to shut this off. Okay, folks, here we go, heading out toward Heather's house in the back end of the county there, just outside of a little town called Jollytown. Okay, so right now we're heading up the road through Gerard's Fort. We just passed through Gerard's Fort, and on top of this hill that you see coming up here is a place where the Game Commission has their land management equipment. And right on down over the other side is a road turning to the right that you may have heard me speak about before, Woods Run, and it takes us up through the Whispering Pines and up to Blaker Ridge and over to Tom Long's. But heading straight on out through here now, as we drop down over, that road will be coming in from the right, and just beyond it will be the rifle range. It's a really nice facility that the state provides. And then beyond that, on the left-hand side of the road, is the area of the red-covered bridge where Pete Fields and I had that green orb come down off of Warriors Trail to visit us one night when we had our dog Ranger, an Airedale, out there with us. But the right-hand side, after you pass where the red-covered bridge road was, on the right-hand side, we were up Waynesburg one day, Viv and I, and we were coming back this way, the opposite direction on this road, and the road then curved, as we were coming down from Waynesburg, curved to our left. We're heading up it now, so it'll curve to the right. But off of the bank, as we come around the corner, there came a black bear down off of the road, and the bank was just a little bit steep for it, and it wasn't expecting a car to come. It was, let's see, right in this area somewhere, yeah. And it tumbled out in the road in front of us and jumped up and turned around and ran back up that bank, scooted back up that bank again, back into the trees. Looked like it was a couple 100-pound bear. And then right here is the road to the left. You can't see it, but there's a white-covered bridge out there. And they have scheduled every year in mid-September, a covered bridge festival where they have people with food stands and other people playing music and Civil War reenactment of a local Union soldier group, and some folks dressed up like Confederate soldiers, and they put on a reenactment right there at that bridge. But around this curve here, we're going to...
Day for some families in Greene County. They mark the 58th anniversary of a deadly mine disaster with a virtual memorial. 37 miners were killed in an explosion at the Robina mine. 133 miners made it out safely. Investigators believe the explosion was caused by coal dust and methane gas. The deadly tragedy led to the creation of the Mine Safety Act. Even so, miners continue to die in this country every year, including
Steele's Robina mine complex. It exploded back in the 50s and killed 37 men right there where we just went by. So we're heading now into the town of Blacksville, West Virginia. Having traveled that far, that was about 10 or 12 miles, and all the houses you see are in Pennsylvania until you make this curve. Now all the houses you see are in West Virginia. And I had a log truck run away with me one time off top of one of them hills you see up there. Everything worked out okay, but it had dry rotted hoses on it, and the air lines snapped. Now we are on Route 7 heading west in the state of West Virginia, just over the line from Pennsylvania, and that line is marked out through this area by Dunkard Creek. And when we get up here a little ways further, we have to turn right back across Dunkard Creek to get into Pennsylvania again, so we'll be on the right road to get to our daughter's house. So the next thing we'll come to is a public school for West Virginia called Clay Battelle, and I think it's just a high school. You can see their football field over there to the right. And just beyond those trees up on the curve, we'll be turning right. There it is, that bridge you see down there. That takes you from West Virginia, which is on this side of Dunkard, back into Pennsylvania on the other side of Dunkard. And you got to drive through a town called Brave. And you come to our daughter's house and our son-in-law just before you get to Jollytown. This fella here just come down to tell me it would only be a few minutes, but we'd have to wait. They got traffic stopped on up the road, and as soon as they let them through to come down here, then we would be next to go back. Took us about 15 minutes, I would say, we had to sit there. Now we got to go by. So we're heading on up to her house, making time on one of the nicest roads through this part of the country. Well, there we run in. This guy here kept us for another 15 minutes, and now this guy waved us through, and you can see the valley basin where our daughter and her husband, Pat Wilson, are making a homestead, you might say. They got some land here that it was in their family's possession for years, and Grandma left some of it to Pat, and he and Heather have that mobile home that we're going to go to, and they are building right now. He's been working like crazy. He works in the mine. He's a mining electrician, and before that he was a fabricator and a welder, so he's a very useful fella. He got my old David Brown sitting out here with the hood off of it. You can see it. That has a cracked block, and he's going to try to weld it for me. If I'm still around here when he gets done with it, I'll use it maybe. I used to use it. Anyway, this is their backyard, and the property you see there, a lot of it is Pat and Heather's. They raise cattle here, besides working in the mine, and she's she's a young modern woman, but she's doing stuff that my old grandma used to do, and so did my mom and Vivian did. And that says she cans jellies, and she makes homemade bread, and she makes homemade ice cream, peach cobblers, and just everything that you could think of. She figures out, now, can I make that homemade by myself? So she looks it up and figures out how to do it, and she ends up doing it. Well, we arrived here, and I think you're going to see a young lady walk around the front of the vehicle here in a minute, and that's going to be Leah. She was on the left-hand side, so she had to get out that side and walk around, but Hailie is on the other side, and I think they already went inside. And we'll visit here for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then on the next slide that comes up, we'll be making our way back home again. It's been a beautiful day to ride up here. I'm glad you folks rode along with us. Thank you for coming. We appreciate what you're doing. When you subscribe, when you add a like to this, it helps me to keep going with this. Now we're on Mount Zion Road, taking a shortcut across country to get away from that construction. We're going to go up to Bluff Ridge Road and work our way back home through the trees and through the woods instead of all of that sitting there for 15 minutes at a time. So thank you, folks. Thanks for coming. It's been pleasant riding along with us, because I know you're there. See you next time.